Welcome to Fire Engineering's Training Minutes. I'm Mark Gregory, along with John Tu. Today we're going to discuss auger-driven machines and how to free somebody from an entrapment. We're going to first start talking about the simple snowblower type machine. Lockout tagout is going to be key with a machine such as this. We want to make sure that the machine has been shut off, take our spark plug wire off, and actually remove the spark plug. The reason we want to take the spark plug out is it will take compression off the motor, allowing us to freewheel our auger blade. Depending on where the entrapment is, whether the victim's hand is down the chute or if they're caught up here, what we could do is we can manipulate this auger blade. Several different methods that we have now that we've locked out, tagged out, and removed our spark plug is we can remove the shear pin that you have here. The shear pins pop out very easily. They'll allow us to have free access of the blade. There may be one shear pin for the entire auger blade, or there could be up to two. The problem that we have on this machine here is we have a shear pin on this side, and the homeowner has replaced the shear pin on this side with a bolt. So it may make our rescue a little bit more difficult, and we'll have to use a screwdriver to remove this bolt with a set of pliers. If we can, another option that we have is removing the two screws on the side here, all right, using our socket. By removing these bolts, what we can then do is we can manipulate the auger shaft to free the victim and get them out of this machine. Let's go over to John's more complex rescue that he has now, the industrial style auger machine.
What we have here is an industrial grain elevator. The prop that we're using simulates grain being sucked from down here up into the silo. This victim has got his arm stuck inside the auger into the grain chute. And we're going to show you how to manipulate this chute to open up the outer shell and remove the auger out. This way we can take the victim and the auger to the hospital. We're going to make sure we maintain scene safety, lockout, tagout procedures. We're going to get in touch with a site supervisor or a farmer who may be on the farm to give us the best mechanics of this machine, because those type people would know how to service this machine for the time, so we're going to understand how to take it apart a little easier. And with that, we're going to do patient stabilization. We have rigid protection between the patient and the cut so we don't get any sparks on them, and we'll show you how it gets taken care of now. Timmy's going to cut the top bolt and simulate opening. Okay, with that, Timmy effectively cut our outer shell in half. We're going to open this up. Can you open it up? Maintaining patient stabilization. Now we can see the full entrapment. What they're going to do now is we're going to use some cribbing, wedges, anything that we can use, vice grips even, to clamp onto the auger to keep it from rotating around to maintain our patient's integrity. Once we have the auger stabilized, what Timmy's going to do now is we are going to make a cut into the coupler so we can remove the top half of the coupler, and the whole auger will be able to lift out, and the auger along with the patient will be transferred to EMS to the local trauma center. Okay, now that we have the coupler cut apart, we may need to get in there with some little hand tools and try to manipulate the coupler so we can open it to make sure that the auger will come out nice and easy. Together, they're going to lift up the patient and the auger, and they're going to remove them over to EMS's care. When the patient's been transferred over to EMS, be sure we keep the system locked out, tagged out, and we transfer over to proper personnel.
I want to thank you for watching Fire Engineering Training Minutes on behalf of myself, John 2, and the rest of our crew.